Hurts, answering all the questions he's heard his entire life. Are the Eagles the team to beat in the NFC? Speaking of which, the Bills stating their case. Are they the NFL's best? No ifs, ands, or buts. And then, oh no, Tampa Tom loses another teammate ahead of his showdown with Rodgers. And this one has no one to blame but himself. All that and more as we get up with you, starting right now. And look who has joined our Tuesday party. RG3 is here with Graziano, with Neek, with Saturday. As we observed last night, 336 miles apart, a Super Bowl preview. Take us to the Monday doubleheader. Philadelphia last night, game of the night, Eagles and the Vikings. And this was the Jalen Hurts show. RG3, how comfortable does Jalen look in this offense in year two?
Oh, well, when you cater all your plans to his skill set and you bring in A.J. Brown, who opens up the whole field for him, this guy is balling right now.
And the one thing we know he can do, Jeff, Saturday, is take it to the house himself.
Listen, he's not afraid. He's got to use his legs. And the power, Greeny. Look at the power to finish it. It makes running backs proud, Fox. I like what I'm seeing.
He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive. Eagles up 7-0. And then, Dominic, where's the defense?
Oh, they both got caught on that corner route against that quarters beater, and he hit him, the open guy. Perfect pass, touchdown to Quez, right?
Quez Watkins, 14-0. Eagles, Hurts starts the game 10 for 10 for 153 yards. Vikings possession. All right, Kirk Cousins gets off to a decent start here, RG3.
Yes, he does. Nice touchdown pass on a movement. Kirk Cousins was rolling early on, but it did not end up
It's not about how you start, fellas.
It's not about how you finish. Meanwhile, Jalen Hurts has it all going on. Look at him, Jack. He's not going out of bounds.
This is a thing of beauty. Look at it. Put his pads down. Spin. I was a little scared right there. I'm not going to lie. I was like, just get down. Get that touchdown. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
21-7 Eagles now, third quarter, and Kirk Cousins started cousining last night. Dominique, what is this?
Oh, this is my favorite part of the game. It's gift time, baby. Throw it right to the green shirt. Let's eat, Slay. Do your thing.
Darius Slay, and then he gives the ball to James Harden, who I guarantee you didn't pass it to anybody. And so Eagles, 41-yard field goal. But, Jeff, we got it blocked.
I don't like this at all. Elliott's actually on my fantasy team. Can't have it right there. But great play by the Vikings.
Tackled.
You can't get tackled by the kicker or the
That's the best part of the play. The kicker ran him down. It shows you ain't no speed on that.
Oh, Santa's back.
But no worry. This is Kirk Cousins, and that's Dominique White.
Santa's back throwing. I think, no, that's a good defensive play, but them guys were eating. When you know they have to throw the ball, it's real hard on the quarterback and real fun for the DBs.
And then one more. Last night in the second half, Darius Slay was Kirk Cousins' favorite target.
I think this was actually back-to-back plays. He tried to go at Slay. One Slay dropped, the next one, I got this.
They must be friends or something.
Eagles dominate offensively in the first half, defensively in the second half. And how about these numbers? Jalen Hurts, in the 90-year history of the Philadelphia Eagles, the stat line he produced last night has happened once before. Michael Vick in 2010 and Jalen Hurts last night. We came into this season with a lot of questions, not just us. I think the organization realistically came into the season with questions about Jalen Hurts. I know it's 2 weeks. Has he answered them? Robert?
Oh, 100% he's answered them. And I think Jalen Hurts has actually played himself into the not too early MVP race, okay? The guy, everything that he is doing right now is showing the dividends from the work that he put in the offseason. Jalen Hurts is making every throw imaginable, deep shots, timing routes on the sideline, touch right over the defenders. And I'm just trying to figure out, when are people going to stop doubting Jalen Hurts? This guy, every step of his career, has overcome adversity and proved his doubters wrong. The guy is straight out balling, and he's showing you how the impact of having a true number one receiver can really change the fortunes for a young quarterback.
Right, which is A.J. Brown coming over. And Dan Graziano, you were making the point this morning about the organizational success of the development of a young player.
Oh, without a doubt. Look, they draft him in the second round after they already signed Carson Wentz. They figured Carson's going to be the guy, like, for the future. But they like this player. They thought he could become a starting quarterback in the NFL. Wentz doesn't work out. They elevate him. Oh, we'll see what we've got. He has ascended. He ascended last year. He has ascended again this year. I talked to his quarterback coach, Quincy Avery, who works with a bunch of these guys. I talked to him before the season started. I said, what difference have you seen in Jalen? He said confidence. So he's coming into the season with a lot more confidence, is reflected in everything he does. I think it's wonderful to see, because, I mean, going into the season, what's he going to show you, right? And I believe from talking to people and about him and his past, he has the stuff inside of him to ascend and to be great. So to see him delivering on it this early in the season, I think is very exciting.
So we're going to see Josh Allen in a minute. And Allen obviously is the ultimate organizational success story. And the final piece of that puzzle with Josh Allen was bringing Stephon Diggs to Buffalo. Could A.J. Brown, does it look to you like A.J. Brown could be that here for Philadelphia and for Jalen Hurts?
Listen, they wanted somebody who wasn't afraid to go across the middle, open up the middle of the field. And Graz and I actually talked about this last week. I go back and watch film, and it's exactly what Brown is doing. And what people don't understand is that opens up the entire offense. When you have somebody who's not only going to be your true one, but not afraid to go big body across the middle, make plays, and then yards after the catch, it opens up for the quarter. It gives you confidence that you don't have to make these improbable throws outside the number. So as you're watching his development, never forget, the easiest pass is the closest pass, and when you got a guy who will go get it for you like Brown's doing, it helps your development.
You mentioned Quincy Avery earlier. Every quarterback in the league needs to call that man, because last year, Jalen Hurts was terrible in the pocket and bad against zone defense. That's all he did last night. He sat in the zone. He sat in the pocket and ate up cover 4, ate up cover 6, ate up cover 2. All the zones just killed him. So whatever the organization is doing, we covered all of that. Whatever he's doing in the offseason, all these other quarterbacks who come in the league and we consider busts, they need to do what he's doing, because he's figured it out. He's gotten a lot better in a short period of time. And this is a Super Bowl caliber team because of it.
Well, there's a phrase that I use a lot, which is that more young quarterbacks in the NFL are ruined than developed.
Absolutely.
When you see it, an organization get it right. I mean, first, give credit to the players, of course, but give credit to the organization. They seem to be getting this right. And so let's pick up on that thought. Jeff Saturday, the NFC, they got some question marks. Green Bay didn't look that good. Tampa's got a million questions about them. The teams out west have injuries and other problems. Are the Eagles the best team in the NFC?
They're the best team in the NFC right now. And it's not, listen, it's not close. They are a physically dominating football team as well. When you think about offensive line and defensive line, we talked about this ad nauseum, and I know Graz loves to talk about line play in the trenches. But this team, not only do they throw it for 330, they run it for $180, and it's like it's no big deal. And again, when you have a quarterback who's part of the run game, like Hurts is, it opens up avenues that other teams don't have. Again, this has all been played. Howie Roseman has done a fantastic job of pieces and parts, but the way it has come together gives Sirianni a ton of credit. He's got all these guys headed in the right direction.
Yeah, we were laughing at Nick Sirianni when they hired him at the beginning of the year last season, but he figured this thing out really quickly. They built an offense around Jalen Hurts the way his skill set was at the time, and they allowed it to develop as they were going forward. And they committed to this guy. To your point, so many teams bring a guy in. If he's not perfect off the bat, they're looking for another quarterback.
Right.
When the problem wasn't the quarterback in the first place, the problem was you and your organization not building around that player and accepting that he had. Yeah,
it's not a me problem. It's a you problem.
It's not a quarterback problem. It's a coach problem and an organization problem.
Well, that's why I give Sirianni so much credit, because you see so many offensive coaches, and they have a round hole, and they're like, no, I can't put a square peg in here. Go find me a round peg. Instead, he changed the shape of the hole, said, okay, this is what my quarterback does well. This is what we're going to do. They've tailored it to his skill set, and the result is he looks great.
Yeah, he looks amazing, and I'm telling you, that's what great coaches do. They get the most out of their players. And when you talk about Jalen Hurts' ability, he's not just doing it with his legs, but he's 7th in the league in passing and 10th in the league in rushing. The guy is not shying away from using his legs and going out there and making plays. And I just look at this offense, and I'm like, man, if Jalen Hurts is playing like this, this is a Super Bowl favorite type of team, because their defense actually stepped it up last night, and Darius Slay was on fire, shutting down Justin Jefferson, locked him down. I mean, he should have had 4 interceptions, Neek. I know that's why y'all play defense, because y'all can't catch that well, but he should have had 4 interceptions in that game, and I think that they really showed why people picked them to go to the Super Bowl.
So what you need to learn as you get used to our group here is that Dan is our resident skeptic. So if they've convinced Dan, he likes to rain on the parade.
I like Jalen.
Are the Eagles a Super Bowl team in the NFC right now? Have they convinced even you?
Come on,
right now, do they look like
right
the
now?
best team in the
You got 2 weeks.
We were standing over there in like April or May, flapping our wings, talking about flying the Eagles fly. We can roll that tape. I was first on this.
We were on that train in the preseason.
Look, I think Green Bay and Tampa Bay will get better as the year goes along. I think the Rams are to be reckoned with, but the Eagles, they deserve the credit. They've looked the best in the NFC so far.
I mean, and to some degree, I think we haven't even mentioned their defense in here that picked off Kirk Cousins 3 times.